Hey, what's up everyone? Want to make a video today. Hopefully with the rain and stuff it doesn't get a little too noisy in the background, but I want to make a video if you guys are playing Zelda, the Skyward Sword HD with the Joy-Cons. So I actually love it. I like playing a game with like this. It's a little bit more difficult, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I wanted to show you guys how to use them really quickly. It's a lot of fun. This is actually the first game that I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and try and play this with the Joy-Cons the whole way through. So I suggest definitely putting on your wrist straps and then grabbing your Joy-Cons and putting on there. Just be aware of all your surroundings because you are going to be slicing and dicing and stuff, so you might knock something over. Just a little while ago, before I was prepping for this video, I accidentally hit a little table that I had with my hand, and so you got to be real careful. I would really suggest putting on the Joy-Cons, especially if you're you really get into the game and stuff like that. So here we go. I suggest putting it like this, like it says in the game, to be aware of your surroundings. And the first things first is slicing and dicing. So with the sword, you can actually slice downward, which like a diagonal like that, and then next, and you can go up and then you can go down, which is really cool. So what you got to do is just slice. And I suggest doing a nice motion instead of just flicking it like this. Like, so you want to slice and then come back. You can go front, you can go back. So it's really cool. And then you can actually go forward, so like a thrust. So it's really cool. And then your shield would be, you hold this one and you flick it up. So you'll be holding them, and then like that, you'll put your shield up and then put it down, and then do slicing with your swords. And when an enemy is down on the ground, you have to hold the ZL button back here. So you hold it and then you thrust downward. So you'll be holding it, and then you'll go, actually that's sideways. So you'll hold the ZL, which is to target your enemy, and when he's down on the ground, you just go sideways, and it actually does that finishing blow. So it's a lot of fun playing with these. Like I said, you have to be real careful you don't hit stuff. Like I said, I hit my table a little while ago, and that was only because I was actually leaning forward and stuff. So it's a lot of fun playing with these. Like I said, you'll slice down, you can come back, you can thrust, and then with the ZL button, you actually hold it and you can target whoever's in front of you. The camera's a little finicky, it kind of messes up, but it's a lot of fun, and when it locks on, it's pretty cool. So if an enemy is attacking you, say he's holding a shield or his sword, and he comes at you, you just flick back on the left Joy-Con, and he'll put up his shield, and that'll make them dizzy, and then you can go and just do everything. There's a spider in the game that within the temples, I think it was a Skyward Temple, I think, something like that, and there's a spider, so you have to thrust. Well, there's a place on the bottom of his belly where you had to poke him in there. You can use your slingshot, but that's a little bit later on. And then flying is really finicky. I was actually holding them both like this towards to my TV. Oh, that's one thing that I really want to mention, is that with your right Joy-Con, the Y button, you'll have to point it at your TV. So this is my TV. You point it, and you'll be able to center your cursor again. So say she's the middle of the television, I point it at that and then click it. You'll have to get used to doing that. So that'd be the Y button on your right Joy-Con. So you'll always have to get used to using that. So yeah, your shield is to block, and then you slice, you thrust, you can go up, down, down. So you can go like an uppercut, you can go downward, you can go left, you can go right, you can go straight, and that's a lot of fun. So whenever it works, it just looks so smooth with Link actually doing all the swordsman play, and that's awesome. So boom, shield, slice and dice, thrust, and then also like I said, you'll hold down ZL to target, and then you'll go sideways. And then actually if you're doing the same thing and there is no fatal blow, you can hold down the ZL and then go like that, and he does a spin attack. You can go the other way and he'll do a spin attack also. I'm holding it like this so you guys can see him, but you have to hold him and go left, right, but you'll hold the ZL, which is a lot of fun. So ZL, you can go like that. That does cost stamina, but your regular swings do not cost stamina. So go ahead and have fun with it. You just be careful, your shield does break after a little while, so you'll be having to carry potions with you and stuff. But if you block it pretty well, it only takes it down minimally on your damage on your shield, so that's pretty cool. So flying, I was actually holding both Joy-Cons towards the TV like that, but Yeah, like I said, my battery was running out, so pointing always at your camera, your television right at the center, you push Y to center your cursor. That's the most important thing, especially later on when you start pulling out gadgets and you're holding your cursor down here or something, like pointing it that way. It'd be a lot easier because you just point it there. So in order to get stuff out of your gadgets, so R right here, this first one, you'll hold it down and then you'll point at whatever wherever the item is on your circle wheel or your selection wheel, and then let go. So say down was whatever I wanted to get, so I let go of the button there. So I'll just show you. So you hold it and then you let it go, but you have to select what you want. That's easier when you're in a fight. So if you have to pull out a potion or something, or your shield is breaking, you can pour liquid on it, a revitalization potion. So that's the one. That's the way you select that way. So you hold it and then you select whatever. Like say it's up here or up there or down. You let go and you'll have it out. Another thing I want to just mention is that when you have your sword put away, you can put it away with B. But if you're in the middle of a fight, I just flick it down and he'll pull out his sword. So you can just flick up and down, or do it with this, and your shield will come out, and then you can just start going into combat. So yeah, you select it, and the same thing with this button back here. You'll select it, and then you'll hold it, and then you'll put wherever your item is, and then let go over there, wherever it is on your selection wheel. So if you already have it equipped, or you already have what you want, you just push it once. Don't hold it, because holding it will pull up the selection wheel. So flying, that's what I was going to get into. I think that's the couple most important thing is to always center your camera, and then the whichever way you're facing. But flying with the Crimson Loftwing, it was a little bit of adventure, like I said earlier. I was holding both of mine just to make it easier, and then using this to make them go. But actually all you need is your right Joy-Con, and you'll go left, right, and you'll flick it up if you want him to flap his wings, and then he'll rise a little higher, or you'll hold it down and he'll start going into like a dive bomb kind of scenario. So it's really easy. You just you get used to it. Like always want to center your cursor, and it's a lot of fun. So you flick up to make him go higher, and then you hold it down so he can go into a dive bomb. The reason why I made this video is because of the next thing, and that's because he was actually kind of walking on a tightrope. So that's the worst part for me. That I was like, I might make a video just to help people out. I think my mistake was that I was holding both of them like that. When Link is on the rope, I'm like, oh, I'm struggling and I can't get the guy up. I think what you have to do is it shows at the bottom, it says which way to tilt it. But I was like, do I hold it up or do I hold it down or what? I think it's you guys can tell me if it's easier whichever way. But I hold the cursor towards my TV, and I was tilting him, and you can just balance him. But I think the mistake that I was making was pushing up on it, because I wanted to go hurry up and get across the rope. But you hold whichever way. So if he's leaning to the right, you hold your Joy-Con the other way, so you can put his weight that way, and then push the Joy-Con in the opposite direction, so he'll put his weight back this way. And you just right nice and easy. And the reason why I did it was because when there's an enemy there on the rope with you coming after you, you have to make him swing. He'll lose balance and then fall off. So that's really cool. Yeah, if he's on the rope and he's like, this is him balancing on it. It's like balancing. He'll fall left, he'll fall right. It's really difficult, but I think you just got to tilt your controller and then tilt your joystick in that direction that he's if he's falling to the right, you go to the left. If he's going to the left, you go to the right, and you just balance it out like that. Just kind of balance it really nice and easy. I think that, like I said, the mistake I was making was holding the Joy-Con up and trying to get cross quickly, but he was losing his balance and fall down. So yeah guys, I hope that video helps you out. If I miss anything, I'm sorry. If I find something else that I can help you guys out with, I'll let you know. But I think that's pretty much it. Combat was pretty cool. Like I said, always center your controller, and you can slice and dice, you thrust. And the spider I was talking about earlier, you can make him spin with that, holding down the Z button and then spinning attack, and he'll start spinning in place. You can hit him with the slingshot and then thrust in his belly. So yeah, I hope that video helped you out. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun. This is the first game I've actually tried to use these like this. I never really have used the Joy-Cons like that, except for on the Wii, and it's a little finicky, but I absolutely love it, and I think that this is the way I'm going to actually finish the game. This is really cool. And then yeah, it's just so cool just to be able to control it. Like I said, when you slice and dice and it does it the right way, it is so cool. I think that's about it. I think that's all I was going to cover in this video, is little tips and tricks on how to use the Joy-Cons better. If I find anything else out, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, that's it, and I will see you when I see you. You guys have fun in this game. I know I am. All right, so just a couple things before I forget. I just shut everything down, but here you hold B to sprint, and you flick down on your Joy-Con on the left Joy-Con, and he'll do like a little roll, and that helps you out in some situations too. Another reason why I was wanting to mention about combat for the shield, you flick it up is when some of these monsters throw like stuff at you. You can flick up and it'll rebound off your shield and hit them. So that's another important thing to remember. If I remember anything else, I'll go ahead and shoot it and record it really quickly. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the game as much as I have. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really liking it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I do, and give this Joy-Con a try. This is really cool. I'm going to keep playing it with these, and that's why I wanted to help you guys. So like I said, yeah, I'm going to be enjoying my time playing with the Joy-Cons, and I hope you guys do too. That's why I wanted to make this video, to encourage you guys to play with the Joy-Cons and give it a shot. It's actually a lot cooler with the Joy-Cons as opposed to like a controller. I know on the controller is probably a lot easier, but yeah, guys, I'm really going to enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I do. Alright, so just to finish off, I've done this like 4 or 5 times, but I've noticed that during the editing, I didn't get the most important thing. But you can actually hold the controller. I hold it above my head, and it starts powering up, so you can get a little power up there once you get your sword. And then also, if you have stuff that's blocking your path, you can actually cut it. You can cut it down the middle, and then you got to cut it low. So you got to swing lower than what you normally would swing if it's blocking your path in that direction. Also, another little tip is that if these trees that look like they're on fire, go ahead and slice them up, but you got to hit it. You got to hit it right at that little area that looks like it's glowing. You got to hit it right before it hits the ground, otherwise you won't have a chance to recover what's inside. So I think I pretty much covered everything. I know that if I wouldn't have mentioned the sword, I probably would have been told, I completely forgot about that, the most important thing. But I thought it was like, it's pretty obvious, but I'll go ahead and put it in there. Alright guys, well, I've been at it for quite a while, and this time I am signing out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and keep enjoying Zelda and Link, and it's going to be so awesome. I heard that we might actually get 4 new games, remakes actually. I'm really looking for a Wind Waker. Alright guys, I will see you when I see you.